All right guys, so in this particular video I'm going to show you how I created this particular flyer. I'm going to show you how the background, I used these lines over there, also used a little bit of the blending modes and also some few color corrections, the golden color or the gradient that I used over here, and also how I made this text stand out. All these stuff I'm going to show you. Don't skip any part of this video. I know you're going to learn something new. Let's jump straight into this video. All right, so we are going to click on create new, and then let's call it birthday flyer. And then over here we're going to set it to 2000 here, pixels over here, and then 72 here, also RGB over here because I don't intend to print it, 8-bit over here. I'll click on OK or create, and then also I would like to go to view, and then I like to go to new guide layout, and then I'll set here to 4, set here to 4, set here to 1. Let me copy it and paste it across board. Okay, and then click on OK. Now we have something like this. This is what we are going to be using. As usual, I always start with my background when I'm designing for YouTube, and so the first thing I want to start with is the solid color. All right, so let's go look for solid color, and then I want to give it this particular color code 1A1410. Okay, so this makes it create a very dark theme. This is what I want. And then let's also bring in our line as well, or this particular texture or background, and then hold shift and then alt once it shows up. Okay, you click on shift and then alt. If you are using Photoshop CC 2018, you resize it over there like that. All right, and then enter. Now it's here, but I do not like this particular color. Okay, like I said, I created a dark theme like this one. Mute to this one over here. I want this color to show through. I do not really want the blue to come because I can't put the golden on it and it's not really going to stand out well the way I want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set here to luminosity. All of a sudden it desaturates it, and that is what I'm looking for. Also, I'm also going to go here and I'm going to reduce it to 25%. Okay, it's still in there, that is interesting. Let's give it a mask. Okay, now the mask is over here. I want to put some text over here and put the image over here, and when I put the text over here, I do not want the lines over there to conflict with the text on it. It's very important. The background and the foreground shouldn't be fighting against each other for attention. So I'm going to blur. I'm going to either blur here or mask it a little bit to make it a little bit hidden. Okay, so I'll click on my brush, make sure my caps lock is off, increase the size of the brush, and then go here and then set it to soft round brush. If you can't find soft round brush, click on general brushes here and then click on soft round brush over here. Make sure the hardness is 0. Make sure the opacity over here is 54. All right, also make sure here is color black. Now come and click over here and then just brush there like that, brush there again. That is all. You can even just brush there once and that's all. Okay, so you can see it over here, it's a little darkened. That is what we are looking for. Okay, now also let's bring in our hue and saturation. The reason why I'm using hue and saturation is because I want to boost the colors up just a little bit, and to do that I need to click on colorize. Okay, so you can see now the colors are beginning to form. Now colorize, and then over here hue, I want to set it to 26. All right, and then over here saturation, I want to set it to 25. Okay, and then here I'll leave it at 0. Now it's a little slight difference, but it is there. Okay, what I just did was introduce the golden color a little bit away, so you can see a little bit of reddish orange color in there, and that is what we are looking for now. Now we can put everything in a group and then Ctrl G to put it in a group, and let's call it background. The next thing we want to do is to bring in our image. Let's drag the image in there and then just leave it there like that, and then hold shift and alt and then just drag it. If you're using Photoshop CC 2018, just drag it to this far end. All right, and then let's click on OK. I think so good. This is good so far. This is good so far. This is good. All right, so we are done. Let's put this also in a group. Let's call it photo. All right, so photo. Let's close it. So you can see I'm grouping everything nicely the same way I want you to also do it. Now let's type over here and let's go and pick birthday and then paste birthday there. Now let's do some little adjustment and tweaks to it. The first is we want to change the font to Quaker. Okay, Quaker font is going to be in the description for you. And then over here, let's reduce it to 0. That's the tracking to 0. Now the size over here, let's make it quite bigger. I'm going to use 342.2. Enter. It's very big now. Let me drag it somewhere here. For the meantime, okay, so I like the way it looks now. Also make sure guys, here is 100, here is also 100, and then over here you can leave that color white, doesn't really matter. Now let's bring in the golden effect. Double click it and then let's go here to hi guys, just a quick one. I want to show you something. Okay, now you guys know that I am always trying my best to just get you quality videos and stuff like that, and I'm learning because I'm still doing this. I'm trying my possible best to get you quality videos and stuff. I looked at my YouTube's analytics and this is what I saw, that all this while just 20% have subscribed to my channel and 79% haven't actually subscribed to my channel at all. I don't know why, but guys, please, if you love this video and you find this inspirational and full of ideas, and you think this channel has been a help to you one way or the other, please subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button. Okay, you do me a very great favor if you do that for me. Okay, so just subscribe and just maybe let me know in the comment section as well. Let's jump into the video. Gradient overlay, click over here, double click here, and then choose E28B2F. Alright, so you can see it picked this side. I like that. Now let's double click here, let's choose F1C162. Also picked a little bit over there, just a slight difference, and then click on OK. Now let's do some minor tweaks over here as well. Set here to normal, set the opacity here to 100, and then let's see, set here to linear, and then click over here on align with layer, and then the angle over here, set it to 90. Over here I do not want it to be 112, let's set it to 85 for now. All right, now you can see it's visible. That is sweet. Click on it. That is it guys, that is it. And then let's drag it down a little bit, duplicate it and push it up. Now I want you to go and pick Glorious, double click it and paste Glorious there. But we want to reduce the size of Glorious a little bit, but you don't want them to all to be the same size. Okay, so we are still using Quaker, we are still using regular, but over here let's set it to 267.2. Enter. Nice, and then let's drag it like that. All right, so maybe something like this isn't bad. Okay, and then let's double click it, let's see something. So everything is like that, nothing changes. Now select both of them, Control T to transform it, right click it and rotate 90-degree counterclockwise, and then drag it somewhere here. All right, so somewhere here is good. Sweet. All right, now also let's type here and then let's paste wishing you let's paste it there. This time we do not want it to be Quaker font. Now you see, we don't want all of them to be the exact same font, else it's going to rob the beauty out of it. Let's bring in different types of font type as well to bring in some contrast and some beauty. So this one we are going to use Montserrat, and then we are going to set here to regular, and then over here let's reduce the size a little bit to 60, and then the tracking let's reduce it to 0. Here let's set here to color white, and then let's click on your move tool and then move it somewhere here. Control T to transform it, right click it and then rotate 90-degree counterclockwise. Now guess where we want to put it. We want to put it somewhere here. Let's zoom in a little bit, then let's carefully place it in there. Okay, so I think wishing you a glorious birthday. I think this is great so far. Okay, I'll duplicate it and then drag it somewhere here, and then I'll come and pick this name, then double click it and then paste it. Now let me scroll this here a little bit. Okay, now you can see both attached in this place. This is how I also want it to look like. Then I'll drag this one all the way here to make sure it also touches it, and then I'll go here to character. If your character is not showing, guys, you know where to find it. Windows, go and look for character. Okay, we are still using Montserrat over here, but then we are going to look for here. All right, we are going to look and then pick extra bold, or should I pick semi bold? Let me use semi bold, right? Semi bold will do. Like I said, it's sticking out over here. I want to keep it under that lines. The alignment, that's how I want it to be like. Okay, so we have it here like that. That is sweet. Maybe let's drag it here a little bit, bring some little space. Now I also want to click somewhere here and then come and pick this and then paste it there. Now Control T, right click it as usual, counterclockwise, and then drag it somewhere here. We want to change the font. Okay, so because we are using 3 fonts now, we are using this display font, I believe. This is sans serif font, I believe, and then this one can choose a brush font or calligraphy or script, and we are going to use Barnet. And so I'll type BARN. Remember guys, I'm going to leave it in the description for you. Now applying these fonts together like that, they bring some beauty to it. And so do not use one font throughout, guys. Make sure you bring different types of font. Maybe one day I'm going to make a video to explain the types of fonts that we have for you guys. Alright, so let's open it. It's Barnet here, it's regular here, and then we are going to send the font size to 255.7 just to make it quite bigger. Alright, let's click on our move tool and then let's move it somewhere here. But you can see, let's hide the lines and then let's do it like this. Alright, so let's see. So guys, you can see it's not really blending well. I don't know, it's not really blending well. You can see it. It looks conflicting. It's difficult for you to see the details, and so there is one thing we need to do to it to make sure that it stands out well. We can use a stroke or we can use a shadow. So let's double click it and then let's go for drop shadow. And the drop shadow over here, I'm going to start first with a multiply over here. Also going to start with a black over here as well, and then the angle here, let's give the angle 90 degrees. Also let's click on use global light. The distance over here, I want us to set the distance to 18. Let's set the size over here to 27. So the spread to 27. The size over here, let's set it to 14. And then the opacity, let's see, opacity at 47 here is good, is better. Let's leave the contour like this. Click on it, set it to this, and then the noise over here to 0, and I believe like we are done. The reason why I do not want the opacity to go all the way to 100 is because it's going to be too sharp for us. Okay, and it's not nice. Okay, so let's set it to 47, so you can see a little bit of soft shadow in the background. Let's click on OK, and basically that is it. Just like that, the text begins to stand out a little bit from the glorious birthday over there. Alright, so I want to put everything in a group now, and then I'll call it B Day. Let me see it. Alright, so I like to put some few details over here as well. Maybe I'll type here, and then I will pick from here to here. That's the date. Okay, I'm going to use Montserrat as usual. Now over here I'm going to set it to 62. Sweet. Maybe drag it over here a little bit. Now I want to set here, over here I want to set here to 110 to elongate it a little bit, and then over here yeah, 0, or should I even compress it? I'm thinking of compressing it, -40. The tracking, reduce it a little bit. Okay, and then maybe here let me give it minus, yes, 70 is good. Let's make it 75. Let's see. Okay, 75 is also better. And then over here I want it to be quite bold. Let's make it extra bold. Okay, standing out a little bit. Oh yeah, just standing out a little bit. Okay, so I think this is going to be great for now. I'm also going to pick my ellipse to hold shift and drag it like that. Drag it like that. Not too big, right? Not too big. Okay, I want to drag a line in between it like that, and a line in between it like that. Okay, so I'm going to take those lines off later on. Drag it underneath it. Now this one, you want to click on it and you want to pick this background color. Yes, I can see that Control T to the ellipse, you can see it's in the middle here, and it's also in the middle here. The same thing we want to do with this Mandy. Click on it, make sure it's in the middle on both sides, like that and like that. Awesome. Okay, maybe drag it down a little bit more. It appears this side. Okay, so now this looks great. And also guys, make sure your paragraph here is middle aligned. All right, now I also want to go here to birthday. Go to birthday over here, right click it, and then copy layer style. That way the gradient overlay I copied here is going to work over here once I paste it on it. Paste layer style. No, not that one. Let's go to ellipse. Let's put that, paste it on the ellipse, right? All right, now let's double click it, and then I can see over here it's quite sharper, and so I am going to boost here the scale over here to maybe around 112 so that it spreads out nicely. And then also I'll duplicate it again. This time I'll right click it and clear layer style. Double click it and set it to color white. Then I would enlarge it, hold shift and alt depending on the version of Photoshop you're using, and then just drag it a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, now the opacity over here, you want to set it to 28%. Duplicate it again, Control T, and repeat it. Increase it a little bit. Nice. Duplicate it again, and then this time let's reduce it drastically. Drag it on top of everything. Push it somewhere here. And set the opacity all the way to 100%. Alright. Now we can put it in a group and then call it date. Alright, so now we have our date here. The next thing we want to also do is put some few details over here. Let me see. Alright, so I do not want it to cross this line, okay, and so maybe I'm going to pull it somewhere here. Or in fact, should I even reduce the size? Let me leave it like that. I want you to cross the line. Okay, let me leave it like this. Or I can even bring it here. Yeah, so just experiment with where you want to put it. All right, just experiment with where you want. I think I will put it here, and then now I will type over here, and then I will pick this and then paste it there. Now let's go to character and then let's choose color white. We are still using Montserrat, guys. We're still using Montserrat. Let's choose 28 over here, 28 over here, and then let's also set here the tracking over here to 700. Nice. Over here, let's set here to regular. We don't want it to be too bold. And then maybe let's Control H, Control T. Let's move it somewhere in the middle, like that. And maybe let's drag it up a little bit. Okay, so let's put this one in a group. Let's call it More Good Things, and let's close it. We are left with one final thing, and that is the color grading. I am thinking on using, normally I use gradient map, right? But today I want to use something different. I want to use color filter or photo filter. Now make sure filter here is clicked. Go over here and go and choose red. Alright, now red is indicating over here. Also, you want to make sure the density over here is 55. So you can see it's really deepened over here. That's good. Also make sure preserve luminosity is also ticked over here, and then the opacity over here, let's set it to 60. Let's see. Nice. But one more thing, let's click over here, let's use soft light, and all of a sudden you have this flyer for your use. Guys, if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel, because there are more videos that are going to come up and I don't want you to miss it. I want you to learn and I want you to see more ideas and more inspiration. Guys, subscribe, hit the bell icon and comment. I love you all. See you in the next video. Peace.